What happens when you ignore the enemy at the gate?
The fortress is taken. It is over.
Entirely new industries are born. Everybody knows that Tesla shot past established automakers as a small startup. But everybody doesn't know that Tesla's humble beginnings gave them a big edge. Research from a Harvard Business School professor shows that a company's size is actually a disadvantage in innovation. It was this, plus the maniacal stories shared in Elon's autobiography, which leaves us the clues to why this moonshot happened. Why has Tesla stock done so well? From December 31st, 2010 to December 31st, 2020, Tesla's stock returned 13,115%. That's over 157% per year. Seriously. So how did they do it? Let's start from the beginning.
In the beginning, it's beginning.
Tesla relied on the forces of disruptive innovation, and this allowed the company to destroy the competition later on. So what is disruptive innovation? Disruptive innovation changes markets by introducing simpler, more affordable, and accessible products. Clayton Christensen, a professor at the Harvard Business School, came up with this idea in his book, The Innovator's Dilemma. Christensen's idea was disruptive innovations can challenge and eventually take over established incumbents in an industry, in this case, Ford, GM, and Toyota. Innovators start by addressing a niche market or an underserved market. They then improve enough to challenge and then eventually replace the big players. This proves effective because the big players stay too focused on their current market and don't consider the niche ones. That is where disruption often begins. Tesla's electric vehicles, starting with the Roadster and Model S, initially targeted that niche market of environmentally conscious, higher income earners. The Roadster combined an attractive design with a battery that had market-leading range on a single charge. It also had fantastic driving performance. The Model S had all of the same features, but in a 4-door, 5-passenger sedan. Plus it was fast, going from 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, I got it. Holy.
These early cars were expensive and catered to those early adopters, but they also demonstrated the EV potential. At first, as reported in their annual report from 2010, Tesla only sold around 1,500 units, but it was enough to allow the company to continue to innovate and develop their process. During this time, Ford and GM did little to respond, in part because they believed it wouldn't last and because they were tied to the ICE vehicles, which were established and profitable. This delay helped Tesla create a big head start in the EV auto race. Ford and GM's late response is a classic example of the innovator's dilemma. During this time, Musk and Tesla built a cult-like following and received raving reviews from the auto industry, particularly about the design and acceleration in their vehicles. In 2013, the Model S received a 99 out of 100 from Consumer Reports. The positive press, fan adulation, and intriguing mission statement helped put Tesla on the map and made them a serious player in the car industry. That mission, as laid out in their 2014 10K, to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport. Okay, so they made a cool, fast EV car. Is that all there is to it? You have the whole Elon Musk card. We all know Elon never does anything the normal way, and that included Tesla's manufacturing integration. Imagine for a second we had to build a car from scratch. What would we need? In the case of an electric vehicle, we would need a factory, batteries, materials, and an assembly line. We would also need a place to sell the cars and a way to market them. All of these pieces make up the operations to sell an EV, and in Tesla's case, they own a piece of each of these processes. In the business world, that's called vertical integration. Starting with the car itself, Tesla designs it from the ground up. This is in stark contrast to the legacy producers, which try to adapt their current ICE models into an EV. It's a big reason why the EVs have space inside of them that the industry has never seen, like in the center console and front trunks. This is possible because they don't have to design around an engine, drive shaft, or transmission. Tesla designs its cars to be simple in design and manufacturing, requiring just few parts. It also focuses on software and tech, allowing it to update features rapidly. Self-driving is a perfect example of this. Next, Tesla vertically integrates its production by utilizing robotics for welding, painting, and assembly. This reduces labor needs and allows the company to produce cars faster, more efficiently, and at lower costs. And because we're talking about EVs, we need to talk about the most important part: batteries. This is where the company's gigafactories come into play. Tesla created these large-scale battery manufacturing plants which utilize advanced automation and robotics. As the company shared in its 2023 10K, Tesla has manufacturing facilities in California, New York, Texas, and Nevada. These plants break down the production process into 3 parts. First, they take the materials and turn them into electrodes. Then they take those and create the battery. The last thing they do is to finish everything so it can be coated, sealed, and tested with final quality checks. These 5 gigafactories give Tesla economies of scale in battery production, which reduces costs. It's a great advantage to have over legacy automakers. In fact, Tesla generates much higher margins than their competitors Ford and GM. Margins for Q4 2024 of 16.3%, 8.3%, and 9.5% respectively. Tesla's whooping them. The company's innovations don't stop there. Their next big one was to sell direct to customers, which was revolutionary in the auto industry. Car dealerships have a bad rep as being unhelpful and expensive, plus they add an extra layer of cost and difficulty to the car buying experience. The Tesla car buying experience is completely different. You can buy a car directly from your phone. Just search for the preferred car, apply for financing, and receive updates on the progress of your car's delivery. Once you get a notification, you go to the lot and drive your car home. No need for keys. The key is your phone. This buying experience was completely new and served as another wow point for customers. Vertical integration, design, production, battery production, and direct-to-consumer sales sets Tesla apart from the legacy automakers. And then, of course, you have the cars themselves. They are super sleek, well-designed, and wicked fast. What else makes Tesla special? Another pillar of their success is actually what caused you to click on this video: branding. Tesla has created a brand that anyone from 10-year-old to a 90-year-old would recognize. They've created a cult-like fan base, and it all happened very quickly. How did they do it? A combination of factors. It started with the creation of the Roadster and Model S, cars that were environmentally friendly and very cool. And of course, any conversation about Tesla has to include Elon Musk. Like him or hate him, Elon has a huge impact not only on cars, but also on the Tesla brand. Elon's charismatic leadership and social media presence keep Tesla at the forefront. He sometimes makes bold statements about his vision for the future. While not all of them come true or within the stated time frame, he does project a futuristic vision. For example, Musk began discussing the Cybertruck back in 2012, and I quote, "They would build a Tesla supertruck with crazy torque, dynamic air suspension, and corners like it's on rails." But the Cybertruck didn't become a reality until 2023. The first official mentions on an earnings call were in January 2020. All of these factors help to project Tesla as a forward-looking company, which is great for the brand. Tesla's direct-to-consumer retail sales strategy also puts their customer front and center. Think about this. Tesla designs the brand, they get customer feedback, make changes, give the customer what they want, sometimes delivered overnight through a simple software update. And this all becomes a powerful self-reinforcing cycle. Should I redo that part or keep going?
Keep going.
Keep going. There's a lot of words.
That's fun. Big words, big words.
Another factor impacting the brand is its software. Tesla has the ability to update car software over the air, adding new features and improved performance overnight. The impressive cutting-edge approach reinforces the brand's innovative image. In addition to the software-centric focus, Tesla has enhanced its reputation for sustainability by embracing solar panels and energy storage. It reinforces Tesla's commitment to its broader vision. And finally, the community around Tesla, including owners and fans, played a crucial role in spreading the brand's influence. This organic word-of-mouth marketing helps strengthen Tesla's brand presence and loyalty. All of these factors help to create Tesla's brand. The speed and the methods they have used to achieve this level of brand and fandom are impressive. What other factors contribute to Tesla's surprising rise? Elon Musk, of course. Let's look at this third rail of Tesla's success. All right, Elon, what impact have you had on Tesla? If we look into it, he's actually had quite a bit. Without him, Tesla probably wouldn't be where they are today. Musk brought an ambitious vision to Tesla, based on sustainable energy and reducing carbon emissions. Like Steve Jobs, Musk has an eye for innovation and design. His intense focus on ensuring everything about the Tesla is sleek and functional goes a long way towards the car's appeal. He would literally walk the production line and suggest changes to the color of the floorboards and other parts. He would force production to stop to fix those changes on the spot. To quote Walter Isaacson's biography, which really showcases Elon's obsession with efficiency and perfection, when redesigning the factory, Musk put the cubicles for the engineers right on the edge of the assembly lines, so they would see the flashing lights and hear the complaints whenever one of the design elements caused a slowdown. His own open desk was in the middle of it all, with no walls around him, and it had a pillow underneath so he would spend the night when he wanted. Musk oversaw the development of technologies like the supercharger network, which addressed the charging infrastructure, making long-distance electric travel feasible. Early on, that was one of the major concerns about electric cars. The supercharger network has also become another source of income, as the other EV producers have had to rely on Tesla's network to charge their cars. Even to the point where most of the auto industry is now shifting from the previous standard for fast charging CCS port to Tesla's NACS port. All of this sets Tesla apart from its competitors. He also helped with the first designs of the Gigafactories, which were groundbreaking creations, and the long-term focus has led to higher margins and better profits. In fact, Musk mentioned in the 2014 AGM, I think we're targeting a minimum of 30% reduction. I think that's probably conservative at this point. As mentioned earlier, Tesla's margins have proven higher than those of the competition. And finally, Musk's use of his private brand and social media strategy has helped keep Tesla in the public eye constantly. He engages customers and investors alike, which leads to more engagement. I mean, imagine the richest man in the world commenting on one of your tweets or answering your question at a conference. That's memorable. These are just a few of Elon's impacts on Tesla's success. So, as a dirty capitalist, how can I make money from this? We did the research so you don't have to. 3 things really stand out. We looked through 5,000 stocks over 45 years to find the best performing stocks so we could study them and answer the burning question, why? In the case of Tesla, 3 things stand out. First, find companies that are disrupting an industry. These companies stand the best chance of growing beyond the incumbents. Next, look for companies that control their destiny, building a vertical integration for their products or services. Tesla has done this in spades, from the production of their cars, and the batteries, and the sales of their vehicles. This vertical integration prevents them from relying on anyone for their success. It also gives them this control that allows them to control their destiny and their products. Finally, look for founders who are driven to create the best products or services. Companies run by founders tend to outperform because of many factors, including skin in the game and a drive to succeed. Start to look for companies with these traits. Good examples: Amazon, Netflix, Apple. These insights we uncovered today are similar to the process I use with every company I pick at Value Spotlight. We buy the big name stocks too, but we buy them at the right time and price. Learn why hundreds of people follow my monthly picks and see what we're doing today at Value Spotlight. I'm not ready. All right, I gotta clap first. It's in my little checklist, you see? You just really want to press that button. Of course, any conversation about Tesla and the brand has some...
I did not know it would fall that down. Wait, I did not know it would... Oh, okay.
You think nobody will hear that?